Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Commodity TV and a new edition of our online interview series. We want to get an update from GoldMining, and Alastair Still, the CEO, is here with us. Good morning to Canada. How are you?
I'm very well today. Thanks very much for having me on today.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time, Alastair. First of all, I think before we start with the company itself, we should talk about your spin out of US gold mining. And you just did a $20 million initial IPO, which is great.
Yeah, we're very excited about that transaction. The IPO was very successful. We had an oversubscribed IPO. We raised $20 million and really puts us into an excellent position to begin an exploration phase at Whistler Project in Alaska. It hasn't seen activity in 10 years, so we're very excited about that. Of course, GoldMining Inc. Owns 81% of the shares in that new company. Those shares are performing very well on the markets, and we think that's created tremendous value for our shareholders.
Super. So as I'm a shareholder too in gold mining and also US gold mining now, what will happen with those 81%? Will you give some of those shares to us shareholders in gold mining? Will you keep them as a financial investment? Any plans
Yeah,
already?
we're taking a model very similar to what we did with the creation of Gold Royalty Corp, and that is right now we are a majority holder. GoldMining Inc. That's a tremendous value we've added to the balance sheet for our shareholders at GoldMining. We're long in that position. We, of course, we've actually even been adding to the position already since it's gone public. So we believe in the story. We want to hold that position. Similar to Gold Royalty Corp, if there's transactions that the company grows, that holding may dilute down over time. But we're very long in the position. We're excited about the opportunity there, and I say it's tremendous value direct onto the balance sheet for GoldMining Inc. shareholders.
Okay, super. So let's talk shortly about your unbelievable undervaluation, because if I look at your presentation, you have approximately 23 million ounces of gold in M&I and also inferred, most of it in M&I. First thing. Second thing is you have a lot of cash and you have all those shares in US gold and gold royalty. This is much more than the entire company value today. So that means I get 23 million ounces for free today, right?
Absolutely. It's a tremendous value opportunity. And in quite simple terms, we are trading at a negative enterprise value. And as you say, if you took the value of our equity holdings, which are largely the new position in US GoldMining Inc., our large holdings in Gold Royalty Corp, and another company, Nev Gold, which we did a partnership with last year, the value of those holdings as publicly traded companies and our cash is significantly valued more than the market cap of our company. That in itself doesn't make sense, but then when you add in, as you say, 23 million gold equivalent ounces throughout the Americas and good solid projects, you get those for free. And I would highlight just one project within that portfolio of assets is our La Mina project in Colombia. And just last year, we did a PEA on that study. That one project alone has an after-tax NAV of more than $200 million, which by itself, again, is worth more than the market cap of the entire company. So you add in the value of the shareholdings, the cash, and one project alone, you can see there's a significant re-rate that must be coming for this company.
Yeah, definitely. Why do you think, well, let's say, what is the reason for that? Does investors not get it, or are they so afraid of the market and everything that they
I
say,
think there
oh,
could
no,
be
no, no,
a
no,
number
it's
of
all too dangerous?
There are a number of factors. There is some market trepidation, but we very much believe in the price of gold, and we also have a significant exposure to copper as well. We believe very strongly in both metals. We think there's tremendous growth opportunity there. But I think you're absolutely right. The market simply has not recognized the value we have created for US GoldMining Inc. We have close to 10 million shares in that company. It's you can see where it's trading at today, 12, 13, $14 time of this recording. That's a tremendous value. And I think very few people have kind of caught on to that because with the successful IPO, there's been so few IPOs out there. This has largely gone unnoticed. It's been a tremendous success, and I think it's time the market really catches up to the news that's already out there.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's talk about your projects you still have in the portfolio. I think we cannot talk about everything, that's for sure,
No.
because that would be too long. But you named it already, La Mina, Titiribi, Yarumalito. What's going on in Colombia?
Yeah, absolutely. So excuse me, Lamina project. Earlier this year, we announced the results of our first ever drill program there last year, and of course, we made a new discovery there. We discovered the La Garucha target, which is adjacent to the main Lamina mineralization. We added over 1 million gold equivalent ounces to the deposit, so that was a great success. And talk about a value acquisition of ounces. We discovered those ounces for less than $2 per ounce. That was the total exploration program to discover those ounces. So great success. The next stage to unlock value and demonstrate the value of those ounces, we are currently working on a preliminary economic assessment to put into an economic plan, a mine plan to mine the La Mina deposit. And that study will be available in the next 1 to 2 months. So we've been guiding it mid-year. We're still on track for mid-year to have that study out, and I think that will be a great indication of the value we've added with just one project in Colombia at La Mina.
Okay,
If
super. Yeah, sorry?
I was going to say, if we shift a little further to the to the other region we're heavily invested in South America, in Brazil, we're very excited by our San Jorge project.
Yeah.
This, of course, is in an emerging mining district. It's in Pará State in the northeastern part of the country, an area known as the Tapajos. And I would highlight to your viewers and listeners, there's been a very significant development in that region. Just 70 kilometers from our project, there's a new development being undertaken by GMining, and that's caught the attention of one of the largest royalty companies in the world, Franco-Nevada, have invested over $350 million into that project. That project is in full construction mode, and sort of all eyes are on Brazil in this part of the district, and they're seeing the tremendous growth potential. And our project is right along trend from that, right beside a major paved highway, right beside the power lines that are being built for that new deposit of G mining. So we're in a tremendous district. We have a great resource there. It's over 1 million ounces, well above a gram per ton gold. We think that's a proposition for a new project we can see some work on by our team throughout this year.
Okay, yeah, that would be my next question. What is going on for this year? So would that mean in the, let's say, next 2, 3 years, you might would develop São Jorge to the production stage?
Well, I think our view has always been is that we're about unlocking value from our projects. San Jorge is still at the exploration phase, but it's getting towards the advanced stage. We think with some more robust modeling on the geological side, perhaps some additional drilling to expand the deposit. We've identified some new targets there. We're starting to see a deposit that not only contains the initial 1 million plus ounces, but where does it grow to find the next 1 million ounces? That's our next task, is to grow the size and the footprint of that deposit and show its potential. And yes, we can keep pushing it along. We can take it to PEA study, or we may find interest from a larger company who may want to partner with us. And
Sure.
we
Or buy the
certainly
whole
think,
thing.
yeah, with the scarcity of projects and the quality of that project
Yeah,
in the region it's in,
yeah.
certainly a lot of eyes are looking at it right now. We're getting a lot of attention on it. So that's exactly what we want. We can move it forward. If a partner wants to come in and do it for us or buy it, hey, we're always willing to discuss that, but we think there's value to be unlocked there first.
Okay, super. If we step shortly aside, the uranium project, I mean, uranium has broken out this week. I mean, we are at $58 per pound. That's definitely an outbreak in the chart. So how do you want to materialize that? Because it looks like it's not like, to me, it does not look like a real core holding, because you are more a gold company, I would say.
Well,
But you have
absolutely.
a great partner in that, so maybe there would be something in the near term future to materialize.
Absolutely. You've highlighted, the strength of our portfolio that very few people even know we have. We talk about, the equity holdings and the cash and the gold resources we have. Here you have highlighted our project we have in one of the richest uranium belts on the entire planet, in the Athabasca Basin in Canada. It's a very large land package, and very few people even know we have that project. It certainly is not a core commodity for Gold Mining Inc., but we have seen, the rise in the price of uranium, the push for greening of the economy and the greening of energy. And we see 50 and $100 million market cap junior explorers with much smaller and
Yeah.
lesser attractive portfolios. So
Yeah.
absolutely, Rhea in Athabasca Basin, Uranium Project, a hidden gem within our portfolio, which we are very much now seeking attractive propositions from different companies who are looking at that now. And it's really about us trying to continue on with our harvesting mode. How can we realize the best value for our shareholders from a non-core commodity for the company?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so what else can we expect in the next 6 months from you? Where do you think you want to emphasize on? Where do you want to emphasize work?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've talked about some of the near-term catalysts, and of course, the
Mm,
PEA on Lamina will be coming in the next couple of months. With the large position we have in U.S. GoldMining Inc., that's important to recognize that that project is now gearing up for exploration. The crews are at site now. They're preparing, and we expect to see drills turning there by, say, early August. So we can have major news flow coming from that. That will impact our company because we do own more than 80% of the shares there. And I think the third project I would highlight is, of course, the work that's going on in Brazil on São Jorge. That
okay.
is such an attractive asset in a great jurisdiction, and we really have not been very active on the project over the past couple of years. But with Tim Smith, who's a world-class explorationist, of course, we brought him in last year from Newmont, the world's largest gold mining company. He worked for them for many years, running their North American exploration. We now have his mind and his expertise advancing our project, so I think you can see some exciting news coming from Brazil later this year as well.
Okay, super. Then we look forward to a lot of exciting news, I would say. Alistair, thank you very much for the update, and I have a good feeling that we talk very soon. And yeah, I mean, make us shareholders happy. Of course, the share price does not reflect really your value, but as always, at the I would say stock exchange, sometimes the stock exchange is wrong, and sometimes all of a sudden it works.
Well, certainly it's about catching up, and I think we have a great story here. We have a catalyst-rich future ahead of us. We have some great news coming, quality assets with a great team leading the work here, and of course the balance sheet, which we talked about at the start of the show, second to none for our peers. So very exciting future, and I think an exceptional opportunity for our existing shareholders and new shareholders as well.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Alistair. All the best.
A pleasure. Good to see you back, and look forward to seeing you again in person, Jochen.
Thank you, and you too. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Alastair Still, the CEO of GoldMining, and you heard it. It's unbelievable. The enterprise value is in the market cap like negative. This is very rare, really investment opportunity because cash and equity holdings are much more worse than the market cap today. So you get 23 million ounces for free plus 1.7 billion pounds of copper. Unbelievable. This is why I am a shareholder, really, and the stock is way too cheap. We have a first price target for gold mining around the $3 mark, and longer term we see it easily at $5 to $6 because this would be to us the fair value. You really should check out gold mining shares and probably make a first investment because really great bargain. Thanks for watching us, and bye bye from Switzerland.